Welcome to Jaipur, the pink city of India. From colorful gates and royal forts to floating palaces, this city is packed with incredible history and vibrant culture. We're Gokche and Steve, a couple traveling the world and sharing our adventures along the way. We're so excited to be exploring India, and we'll show you the 5 best things to do here in Jaipur. From wandering the pink city's bazaars to catching sunset views at Nahargarh Fort. Let's get started. Welcome to Jaipur, the capital of Rajasthan, and it's the home of the Rajasthan Royals as well in the Indian Premier League. But we are actually here to explore this beautiful old city, or pink city, that actually didn't become the nickname until about 1876 though, when the Prince of Wales visited from the United Kingdom. The old city, when it was established in 1727, here based upon the Rajasthani royal family. So a lot of this complex in the city center is built around that royal family, including where we are currently, the Hawa Mahal, which was built in 1799. The Hawa Mahal is special because it's kind of a little bit of a retreat from the summer heat. The way it was designed architecturally was actually an effort to keep it cool. We're gonna go and explore now the City Palace area, start off our tour of Jaipur. So you can see why they call it the Pink City from the buildings directly behind us, so that we've seen a lot around the surrounding area, the City Palace area. There's a bazaar called the Tripoli Bazaar, but it's also all the way around the entire palace complex, which is really cool. If you want to do like clothing shopping, jewelry shopping, it's a good spot to do that. So we've made it to the City Palace here in Jaipur, and the city, of course, was established in 1727, and they got to building the City Palace, of course, right away. Completed in 1732, it served as like a cultural hub for the entire city of Jaipur and the Rajasthan area, where they controlled the entire Rajasthan area. We are going to explore around the palace grounds a bit, and it has also become one of the places that are polo grounds in Jaipur as well. In more recent times, the polo is definitely right up there, almost next to cricket in popularity in this part of India.
It feels actually cooler inside. It's nice to feel that. It's super hot outside, and the second you're inside of the building, it's cooler. So it actually worked out the way that they wanted to build it and the way that they want to experience this building. Cooler and better.
Last up in the City Palace area that we were going to see is going to be the Jantar Mantar, which is a giant observatory that you could go up to the top and get a bird's eye view of the entire city of Jaipur. But unfortunately, look at this line right now. It's kind of crazy. So maybe we'll come back and try to see it another time. But in all likelihood, you know, like I would say rooftop bars would also be a pretty good way of checking out Jaipur from up above instead of waiting on this giant line, or, well, come a lot earlier.
It's so hot here today and it's very crowded. Of course, we should have come here in the early morning or in the evening, but we're switching hotels, so we have to go back. But it was really nice seeing here, and so glad we made it. The pink city with the pink buildings and pink everything actually is so good. You should probably come here with a pink dress to kind of mesh with the background if you are into Instagram.
So we made it to the Instagram famous Patrika Gate here in the southern portion of the city of Jaipur. And just like you would expect for Instagram versus reality, the gate, of course, draws a lot of people to it, unless you get here at like 6 in the morning, right around the sunrise time. Otherwise, you're gonna be competing with a lot of people for a lot of pictures, just like we were. That's fine on our end. We're not here to get those Instagram pictures. But there is a lot of history actually surrounding this gate. It wasn't actually created by the Mughal emperors. It was actually created by the local Rajasthani people, and it was kind of an architectural marvel for its time. No one portion of the gate is kind of quite like the other on the inside, and it really is beautiful. It's not just worthwhile to come here and get the pictures, it is pretty cool to check out. Definitely recommend adding it to a stop here in Jaipur. So there's actually a whole kind of garden and Jawahar circle surrounding the gate as well, and it has a fountain show that happens every day at sunset, allegedly. We're not entirely sure, we saw it online. Take Google as it is. Sometimes it's a little bit different in India than it would be if you were Googling something in the US.
If If you're into social media, especially Instagram, this is a great place to come here because you can get great shots, and we saw a lot of nice pictures. But I would say this is another Instagram versus reality place because the colors are not as bright as on social media. Actually, they're pretty much faded here, sadly. And this building is not even that old. I believe this was built in 2016, and the protection of the building for the colors and the brightness is vibrant as social media. But hey, you should come here in the morning and get your shots, get it saturated and post it because it's worth it.
So it is day 2 of our time here in Jaipur, and we have made it up into the north parts of Jaipur, and we're starting out in front of the Jal Mahal, which is considered to be a water palace. And there's a couple of facts behind that though, because it's not actually a palace. It was created as a hunting lodge for people who came out into this area for hunting, but over time it's kind of become a palace, and it's not actually flooded for a specific reason. They created a reservoir here because they were running low on water over the course of history. So they wanted to basically flood it to protect the water supply for the city of Jaipur, and hence now you have a flooded palace. And we are just enjoying our time here in front of it because it is actually kind of cool to experience. So definitely recommend a quick stop by. But we're in this northern part because we're going to see some pretty cool forts in this area in just a little bit. We're going to keep going. It is hot outside, so thankfully we found a little bit of shade. As our tour continues, we have a really awesome driver / guide that we found. His name is Ravi. We're going to put his information down in the description below, but he's actually driving us all the way to the top of the Amer Fort, so we don't have to walk up 750 stairs to get to the top. Not so fun in 38 Celsius, 100 degree Fahrenheit heat. So along the way, Ravi actually pointed out that we should stop at this spot called Panna, Miyah, Kund. It's basically one of those stairwell spots that captured rainwater in olden times, but has become a famous Instagram picture spot in current days. There's a few of them around the entire Jaipur region. You should definitely check them out, of course, to get your pictures, but they legitimately served a purpose back in the day. They capture rainwater for the city. So, you know, they're pretty cool, and it's a great spot to stop by and see before you make your way up to Amer Fort. So that's what we're gonna go and do right now.
Actually, these stairs are reminding me of Squid Game. You know the scenes where they're like colorful stairs where people are going through to go to the next game. So I feel like this might be one of the inspirations for that. Excuse me, would you please move? Could you please move, please?
So we've made it to Amer Fort. It is also called Amer Palace. The two names are used for basically the same things, though don't get confused. You're going to the same place here in Jaipur. This is actually where the old kind of Rajasthani families ruled Jaipur and the Rajasthani region from. Jaipur itself wasn't established until 1727, so this whole area was ruled from Amer Fort before they went down into the city center. It was built, of course, to protect its family and also the residents that were living here from, of course, invasions, because when you're high up in a mountain, barricaded in by walls, makes it a lot easier to keep your enemies out, right? So this whole palace complex, it was 500 rupees to get in, 502 rupees to get in, so bring your change. And we have access now to the whole palace area, and we are excited because there's some beautiful murals and a bunch of other stuff to look after, and of course all of the incredible history of the Rajasthani region to read about. Plenty of signs and information out there for you. While yes, having a guide might help for some people, Coach and I like going at our own pace and reading the signs ourselves. So we're gonna keep doing that, learning more about Amer Palace and just enjoying our time up here because there's actually a little bit of a breeze.
Of course, we found out that there are Turkish baths here as hammams, and there are little rooms here with the Turkish baths, and it's of course very historical and very old at this point. It's nice to see it here. Another Turkish thing I found in the place where I'm visiting.
Because what palace wouldn't be complete without a Turkish bath?
Exactly. There's no palace without a Turkish bath.
So after Amer Fort, we made a quick pit stop to Jaigarh Fort before going over to the Tiger Fort or Nahargarh Fort. I'm almost saying that right, I'm sure. But this fort was actually built in 1726 to actually protect the Amer Palace, the Amer Fort, give it some extra fortification. Kind of fun timing on that because 1727 they actually went down in the mountains and founded Jaipur itself. Just a cool quick pit stop along the way. If you're already up here, probably worthwhile to visit. It's got a few cool things to look at. We're probably gonna head back to the car now though and head to our last stop of the day. Okay, so we made it to Nahargarh Fort. So this fort was kind of totally forgotten about until recent times when Amer Khan did a movie here and had a famous scene here. And much more recently, a lot of people are coming back to this fort now and giving it a lot more attention. And it is one of the highest points in the entire city of Jaipur and gives you the best vantage point if you're coming during sunrise or sunset time. So we decided to come here for the sunset and it's starting to get a little bit cooler. Thankfully, we're here just in the nick of time, beat time in at 5 o'clock. That's when you have to get in by, otherwise they won't let you in. But there is a restaurant here, so that is the trick way to get in without paying for, I guess, the fee. We didn't quite figure out how that works, but you know, we showed up again before 5. The driver Ravi mentioned, as long as you're there in the courtyard before 5, you don't have to pay for the ticket. They'll still let you into the restaurant to enjoy the beautiful sunset view. But up here, it is giving you a whole vantage point of the city of Jaipur, so it's worthwhile to come. Ravi mentioned that the fort itself isn't the most exquisite in the entire city of Jaipur. Of course, that goes more to the Amer Palace. So we're just gonna enjoy the time up here, enjoy the sunset, and just taking the view.
If you come here, you might want to enjoy the sunset here, of course, but we're gonna head back because we don't want to drive back when it's too dark. The roads are really nice coming here, but at the same time, you want to make sure that, you know, it's safe for yourself, so we choose to go back. But of course, if you choose to stay, I'm sure it's going to be beautiful. If you go to Amer Fort, we also heard that there are really nice light shows that you can watch after the sunset as well. But we're gonna pass through this, but there are really nice forts that we visited today and really got the experience of beautiful Jaipur with the colors and everything. So now we're gonna head back. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and we will see you on the next one. Bye.
Welcome to our last stop in India. I can't believe this is it. We are here, of course, for India's most famous attraction, the Taj Mahal. Up bright and early, it is 6:30. The sun is starting to rise. See you on the inside, Gok.
It's only 7:20 here this morning and it's already packed. I'm here carrying my grandma's spirit here because she always wanted to see Taj Mahal.